Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Ty with another new bullish crypto analysis. Let's dig in and take a look at the market before the market opens. This is crypto market. As you can see, it's a red. It's red everywhere except for a few spots. Here we have Paxo. Well, Paxo is a stable coin, so that green doesn't really count. Here's Leo. It's 0.63% up. Otherwise, everything else is red. Curiously, Link is also red. Usually, Link is green when Bitcoin is very depressed. So it's looking very tough. I expect the equities market to open also in the red. Let's take a look at what that looks like from yesterday. It's mostly red. We got some green spots there, but we'll see how that will change when it opens. I know a lot of people are feeling anxious, and that's normal. And I've extended an offer last night to my Twitter community, my Twitter family, and that I can schedule a half an hour a day to help those who are in need of emotional support via Zoom or other communication channels that they're comfortable with. I have two scheduled, one for today and one for tomorrow. So I appreciate those people reaching out. It can be really tough, especially for those who don't have anyone to lean on or are scared to lean on their significant others because they're scared or fearful of what their partners may say. Maybe their partners don't even know. And that happens. Let's take a look at what has taken place since yesterday in the market. We can see here in the QQQ, which is this is, by the way, trading view on the 30-minute time frame. You can see QQQ, which is an index fund filled with tech stocks. It basically took a nosedive, red for the remainder of the day. And when you see a situation like this, you can, well, let's just go through some of them. It looks pretty depressing. So let's drag some of these up here. The stock market just tanked. You can see QQQ, NASDAQ, which typically correlates with the QQQ because they hold a lot of the same, excuse me, they hold a lot of the same stocks. And then you can look at the Dow here. The Dow is also pretty much following the same path. So when all three are following the same path, the whole stock market is gonna tank pretty bad, and we saw that earlier. Let's come over here and we'll take a look at Bitcoin in a second. The U.S. dollar currency, the Dixie is trending down since yesterday after the market closed. It went up here, and that's normal. So when it goes up, Bitcoin tends to go down. That's the negative correlation is there. What's interesting is what happens afterwards. Bitcoin went down. I think it might even, I need to, oh my, yeah, I need to shrink it some more. It tanks so far. This is interesting. So the negative correlation stopped after this, after the market closed yesterday. Bitcoin continued to tank. I think it went as far as 37 something this morning, and the U.S. dollar also tanked in that time. That's different. That's the U.S. bonds 10-year yield in that time it went up, and when it goes up, Bitcoin goes down. That can happen. I've seen that negative correlation there. Because you can see here, it started going up as Bitcoin was dropping here, and then it went up and then it went down. And you can see as it was going down, Bitcoin was going up there, and then now it's going pretty much horizontal. And Bitcoin just dropped like big time. And I recorded some of that action yesterday in 2 videos on YouTube, and because I was predicting the price would drop. It was at 43.3 something, and I would predict that it would drop to 42 and then 41. 90% at 42 drop, 90% certainty at 2% drop, 92 drop. I'm sorry, 92% certainty with a 42,000 drop, and 50% certainty with a drop to 41. It did that, and then it stabilized for a little bit, and then it dropped below 40, and then it just didn't stop. Let's take a look at the heat map. Here's the heat map of that action yesterday. At this time, this heat map is from bookmap.com. This right here, this point right here is January the 20th, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can see the drop, and then the significant sell-off continue. And this is where I recorded my video yesterday. It dropped all the way down to here. It dropped here and then all the way down to here. This point was roughly 38.4, and then it rose a little bit up, and then this is this morning, cascade sell down. What is causing this? A couple of different things could be causing this. One could be the equities market. Let's flip back to that screen. Equities market. When the equities market is tanking, and sometimes they de-risk. De-risk means that they want to sell and liquidate and cover some of their positions in the equities market. To do that, they get rid of their most riskiest assets. And unfortunately, Bitcoin is one of them, or other coins. Those are, for traditional investors, those are considered risk-on assets. I know a lot of maxis think that Bitcoin is a risk-off asset. That may be true to them, but for traditional investors, that's not true. When traditional investors in the equities market need to get rid of something to get money to cover a position, Bitcoin is, or one of the other cryptos, is one of the first ones they'll go to. They'll get rid of that, get the cash, cover their positions in the equities market. And that probably contributed to a lot of what took place yesterday. And some other factors that contributed to what happened yesterday was to this sell-off and then more sell-off here. This one right here is probably what the equities market is anticipating. So they're front running what they're expecting today to cover some positions. So they're selling off here. And when the market opens, we might see more sell-off. You can see a sell wall here, preventing price from going up. That's a pretty thick sell wall, and we'll discuss this later. But for now, I want to show you something that's extremely interesting. This is the liquidity level. This is the liquidation levels map from High Block Capital. Great find, folks, over there. Awesome customer support. This is where the price is right now. These are all the liquidations levels above. If price was to go up, all these would get liquidated. That's a lot. I'll give you some examples. You see these giant bubbles right here? This bubble in itself, right here, disappeared. Hello, High Block Capital. Help me here. Oh, dang it. Let me see if I can get it to come back. I'm going to do tier 4, refresh it. This is one of the newer interface. It's the alpha, and they're making some development on this, so it's still a work in progress. But while it's loading, I wanted to share that, yeah, so if price goes up, all those shorts up, short level liquidations, they're going to get liquidated. And we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. And so people think it's going to go down. All those shorts, they think the price is going to go down. And okay, fair enough. But if price moves up just by a couple thousand, there are hundreds of millions of dollars that will get liquidated. And that's a dangerous game because those levels are like 100x, 50x, 25x, and 5x to me is risky. And we have these people just going crazy with very high leverage, the very dangerous high leverage. I'm gonna skip this screen here and get back to another screen. Let's get back to here. So I'll revisit that High Block Capital map later on and show you more about the liquidation levels. We have a lot on the shorts. You can see, I'm not sure if you had a chance to see that giant blob of redness down at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, it's still loading. So we'll come back to that. But that's where we are right now this morning before the market opens. And I'll do another update later after the market opens and see what's going on. And I'll do a specific video on Bitcoin later on. So appreciate you joining me. I hope I'm going to see you later on in another video. And I want to say thanks to my Twitter family. Wonderful group of people. Awesome at feedback, awesome at receiving feedback, and I really appreciate them. If you found this video helpful, smash the like, ring my bell, and hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.